So I have to play this game at the regular speed you're seeing me play it at. I can't speed anything up. And there's a Minotaur head. I forgot that it was right there, but we're going to move all of them inside anyway because A, there's a doorway there, and B, we're going to see the actual effect of putting in the Minotaur head, or the Minotaur eye again, just so you can get an idea of it. I am using a lot of Garrett's PP, but he's got enough to at least survive this room, and he'll get more later as we run around. So, there we go. So now, if you notice, pretty much blank except for the door and the Minotaur head. So we're going to go through the door first. If I remember correctly, there's actually nothing in here, just random battles. And some new kinds of enemies, so let's take a look. We have the Amaze, is what it's called. The Amaze, the Slimes, and the Vermin. Ouch. And then the Amaze has a lot of HP for this part of the game, actually. Surprisingly, it has, I think, if I recall, it has around 30. And yeah, we just took this door for no apparent reason because there's nothing in here. Now, I may be wrong, and there may be a secret there once I put the Minotaur's eye in, but I usually don't go back in there. I just kind of explored that room to show you guys that it's there. Let's see. So yeah, we put the Minotaur eye in, now we look, blank, 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 oh hey, a doorway. Look at that. Now, I'm gonna just sort of finish these battles out and things like that and get to the next part of the story and the next puzzles, but I'd like to hear from you. Anyone out there listening or watching the video, leave some comments for me. Tell me what's going on with you guys, what you'd like to see me do, if I missed something, or if something I say needs explanation, which often it does. I tend to mix my words up a little bit. If something I say needs explanation, or just is really confusing, or is totally wrong, tell me, let me know, 'cause I'm all about having the best experience for your time, really. I mean, I realize that I'm the kind of person who watches Let's Plays for the sake of, they pass time. I enjoy watching the games, and it's good to have a video guide to help me figure out where a certain puzzle piece is, or things like that in a game. But I record these and I do these because I just love video games. And so if I'm telling you something completely incorrect, please just be like, hey, penguins, you're totally nuts, shut up. Because I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I want you guys to have a great gaming experience, and if you're using my games as a guide, I want it to be right for you. So, alright, so we're about to go to the next part of the puzzle here. So we'll step in, and oh hey, it's a shrine to the sun. Clearly, this is the mark of the sun because it looks like a sun. It's the heart of Saul Sanctum, just as he imagined it would be, which means those two were telling the truth, as a matter of fact. If what they said is true, that means they must have been here. They were thieves, and they came to rob the sanctum. But what are they coming to rob it of, really? Now, Jenna wants to run back to the village, and Kraden is kind of reluctant to do so, and we're going to find out why. Hopefully. We're so close. So close to what? My thoughts exactly, Jenna. Come all the way to the heart to turn our backs and leave. Kind of. Is there something wrong with that? Let's see. It holds the origins of alchemy, and it would be a waste to... A waste to what? Shall we go a little farther? I'm not entirely sure what happens if you say no here, but for the sake of keeping the story congruent, I'm going to say yes. Put it that way, we don't have much choice. I want to look inside. Really, he loves us now. We'll just go a bit further. That was kind of creepy, a little hard above his head. I'll go to decide, let's go. So we look. It's actually some really nice design on that floor tile. Some really nice sprite art. But now we come in here, and apparently it's the moon. There's a picture of Luna, the moon. Sol and Luna is in Latin for sun and moon. The rooms are connected. No. Sun and the moon? No. Can't be mere coincidence. See, it doesn't really matter if I say yes or no to that. He says the same thing, actually. Will I look further up the passage? Sure, I'll do it for you. Let me know what you find. Alright, I will, Creighton. I'll just, whip out my cell phone from ancient times and give you a call, let you know what's going on. Okay. So, one of the interesting things, and yeah, I'm going to get it right now, is in this room there's crystals, and see this little purple thing? That is a Synergy Stone. Those are all over the game. They're really handy because you pick them up, and they are instant restoring of all your Synergy points. All your PP come back instantly. Which is, like I said, why it was really weird for that guy to only have just enough to save the other. Now, there are two puzzles here, and we can solve either one first. But if we don't solve this one first, there's a trap. So I recommend solving this one first. And we can push these first sets of statues. So now it casts a beam of light. Congratulations. And this one will also cast a beam of light. If we can predict, trends. But what happens is a hole is revealed. And now, as you can see by the patterns on the floor, there's something we can move. We can actually hop this thing. So we come over here. We can't cross the hole. But we can use our move Synergy to pull that statue towards us and drop it into the hole. Which, of course, after all that rumbling, something clicks. What clicks is actually the trap deactivating. What we're going to do is we're going to do the front sides first. Watch what happens. This is pretty cool. The light it casts changes from the moon to the sun. So Creighton's kind of creeped out because the floor tiles start moving. Now, I chose the one statue I did to go first for a really funny reason, and it's just messing with continuity in this game. So we pushed that front statue, and now we're all standing on the way back side of the chamber. Just random continuity issues that are fun. Yep, and he looks over there and sees we've already solved the puzzle, but there's a little other thing that we didn't really mention there that is actually somewhat important. So, let's see. Excellent work. Where did that hole come from? Well, they're going to explain exactly what I explained to you. We moved the two statues, beams of light shut out, and the hole appeared. So, good work, everyone, blah, blah, blah. Observed from the lunar room where it's safe. Okay, so now that Creighton is done yakking at us, we're going to go check this out because this is really cool. So you notice how there's 3 pieces of the moon and 1 piece of the sun here. If we run to the other room, now there are 3 pieces of sun and 1 piece of moon. So as we change the moon to the sun over here, the sun changes to a moon in the other room. So piece number 2, here we go. I'll just give you a status report, show you. Now it's half moon, half sun. And we will take out this part. Three-quarters and three-quarters. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Now that's a funky looking moon sun. This one doesn't actually look that bad. It just needs the spiky stuff. And we can fix that real quick. So there we are. Puzzle completely solved. I mean, the early puzzles in this game are not that hard. If you honestly have a modicum of common sense, you can easily pass by these. And now we notice that down here, the picture of Luna has changed to Sol. Other than that, nothing looks different. What's strange, they went through trouble putting a trap here, and that's all that happens. Well, maybe there's something else. There was another room, remember, Creighton? Join the party so we can go check out the other room. Now this is kind of funky. Change from Sol to Luna. Well, apparently, because, the one upstairs did as well. Now, we know, you guys can notice, and I can notice, that there's a beam of light. However, Creighton seems to have not noticed. We're going to check out the wall where the beam of light is coming from. It turns into a portal. This has to be it. Let's go. It has to be what? So now we just let the portal lift us and take us. And in we go.